So at Scorpius, we are constantly pushing the boundaries of innovation. We have a team which constantly is working on the mechanical design as well as the embedded system and software design. On the mechanical design side, instead of using traditional screw drives or linear actuators, we have a cable drive mechanism which is very torsionally stiff, which means that the system sees very less stress and strain through its life, keeping all the parts very safe, and there is minimal wear and tear in the whole system. Recently, we have got a passive cable drive mechanism incorporated in our patent, which will further enhance the stability of the whole system and help the tracker remain very stable in high wind conditions. And electronics and software will also work closely with this system to get it to be very stable in conditions where there is snowing or hail, etc. On the electronic side, we have a cloud monitoring system where if the wind gets too cloudy, then in that case the tracker will go into a park position, thereby enhancing generation, and this will again restart tracking to its next calculated position when the cloud cover just goes away. All these innovations in the structure design as well as software design will ensure that the plant gives the best IRR to the client and keep the plant safe for 25 plus years. So we understand that the client at the end of the day is looking for the best cost per dollar invested in terms of the capex and the opex. What we strive to do is try and reduce the number of parts. Since we started Scorpius around 10 years ago, the parts have now gone down to nearly 30% of what they were originally, which means that less labor is required at the site and the tracker is very easy to install. The man hours required to install our tracker are one of the lowest in the industry right now. Also, the manufacturing techniques which are used to make the tracker components ensure that the parts which are sent to site are mostly in pre-assembled conditions, which means that least amount of labor is required to install the parts, and the tools required at the site are also normal regular tools. There is no special tooling which is required to install the trackers. With this and the software system which is provided configures the electronics automatically. There is no need to configure site conditions into the electronics manually at the site. Everything is turned on, the GPS connects to satellite, gets the lat long date time, and all the configuration in the electronics happens automatically. So the mechanical and the software system being so simple ensures that the tracker is very cost effective to buy, to own, and to install and to run. We have taken a lot of effort to ensure codal compliance and with a strong focus on sustainability. Whatever products we do are certified as per the local codes here, and on the electronic side we have ensured that the controllers and the software which we provide are compliant with the UL standards so that they last and there are no issues in terms of safety at the site. All the packaging material which we provide along with the trackers are with minimal wastages, so the packing philosophies are very nice, and the trackers which get installed are ensured to comply to the wind codes and to the US design codes, ensuring safety and long-term performance of the tracker. We will take efforts to reduce manufacturing with techniques which pollute, and as a result of that we are moving more towards pre-galvanized materials and extruded parts, so that there is less welding and less manufacturing process which require non-sustainable ways of making the part. Scorpius has pretty ambitious plans to enter into the US and establish a strong presence here. 1000 megawatts plus done in India. We feel that we have a very good chance of establishing ourselves in the US very quickly. We are forming very strong partnerships with companies in the US to make steel for us here, because steel is 70% of the cost for a tracker, and with more stress on localization, we feel that steel can be easily made for us here. And by 2028, we hope to do about 5 gigawatts an annum in the US. We'll build up towards that by setting up a few 2 megawatt to 10 megawatt demonstrator plants after 2024 end, which is whole of 2025. We're going to be setting up test installations all across US to enable us to get clients there and see the performance of the trackers in terms of mechanical movements and also in terms of data generated by the plants.